Welcome to another live. Let me grab the bell. And if you guys want to see these lives when they happen, just make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. All right, so today's main topic of the day, it is content. We're talking about creating content for your photo booth business. Not the most fun thing to talk about, but to be honest with you, creating content is one thing I've learned for your photo booth business, right? Creating content is, the thing I've learned about it is, wow, I didn't even notice I had that stain. The thing I've noticed is it's a long-term play. You can grow and scale a photo booth business, you guys, just from organic content and having a strategy. And I want to talk about like good content to post and content that's going to kill as many birds with the least amount of stones as possible. So, Matt, what's up, Matt? Love it. Good to see you. Miss Mendez from ATL. Content is something most photo booth owners struggle to really be consistent with. If you guys can find a way to fall in love with posting on social media, it will be the best thing you can do for your business. And what I love about making content is it's a strategy. My wife and I, we make content where we're in the content. This is helping a lot. So if you're not in your videos, I highly recommend you start doing it because number one, if someone's gonna find you on social media, and let's just say your Instagram page, right? Your Instagram page has nothing but product photos. Your photo booth, you show people using the photo booth. It is not as easy as you think to gain trust when nobody can see your face. It's a really, really big benefit to you to have a video or have some photos where you're in the content. And if you need some content ideas, we're gonna do that in a little while. I know we only have 5 people in here. Let's just wait until more people come. I'm gonna give you guys some of the most creative, easy ways to make videos that are gonna change your business. Think about this. If you guys are okay, let's just talk about this. One thing you guys have to stop doing, and this is like a trigger of mine, is stop posting your templates. I know so many people that will make a template, right? They get a booking, they make a template, and they post the template with no photos in it or nothing, just placeholders. If that's you, I'm talking to you, stop it. No one cares. There's no photos in there. And I understand it's your artwork, you created it, but don't post things that are just meaningful to you. Your postings should be strategic, they should have a purpose, and they should be not just like educating people, but showing them what you offer. And a template isn't really helping anybody, especially if it's just blank. Here we go. All right, cool. We got 8 people here, so we'll just get to it. Greg, what's up, Greg from Tampa? Good to see you. Content ideas. Next, instead of just showing a template, right? Instead of just saying, hey, look, this is a template we made, why not show the process of you making that template? So, make a quick video of just screen recording yourself making it. Then you can upload it into TikTok or YouTube or CapCut. You can literally speed up that video and talk about you making a template. So imagine this. Hey, Drew here with Drew's Photo Booth. Today I want to show you guys how we make our template designs for our photo booth rental customers. And if you do business with us, we're going to make one custom just for you. All right. And then you switch over to the screen recording and you talk about what you're doing. Hey, this is a template for somebody's wedding. We want to incorporate the invitation and we want to add colors and make it customized. This is very, very valuable content because 1, it shows that you go above and beyond and that you guys actually make it yourself. 2, it's going to show your personality, whether you like it or not. That is very helpful. And we'll talk about that in a little later from here. But it's entertaining. I think people forget this, you guys. The best content is when somebody that's not even interested in renting from you would watch. Someone making a custom design, people would watch that, believe it or not. So that's a video idea. A must-have video would be something like this. You're at an event, right? You're at your first event, whether it's free, paid, or whatever. Or if you just, the next time you have an event, hey, Drew here with Drew's Photo Booth. Today we have our setup at this wedding. We're here 2 hours early, and I want to show you guys exactly what you will get when you do business with us. This is our top package. We have our backdrop, our prop table, and then this is our photo booth here. And then if you have a name for your booth, you can call it the deluxe booth, whatever, right? I want to show you guys what it's like. Then you run through the process. Take a photo, say now the photo's done, you see the template. Now guests can text, email, QR code, airdrop, or print. Then you show it to them. Then after that, you say, if you're interested and you're having a party and you want to hire us, call me at 555-5555 or go to drewsphotobooth.com. Valuable piece of content there, because some people, honestly, most people don't know what a photo booth is. Maybe they're booking one because their daughter's having a quinceañera and they're asking for it. So like, if you can have a video showing what they're gonna get, it helps a lot. Most people, believe it or not, when they have a photo booth rental company, they just have their website. This is what you get. Here's the package. This is what you get. Here's some sample photos, but they don't understand the experience. And this is what we're selling, the experience. We're not just selling hardware and software. It is a luxury, it's an experience. Hey Philip, what's up? From Raleigh, North Carolina, still haven't bought a photo booth. Bro, we were in, well, I'm moving to North Carolina. My wife and I are moving to North Carolina next month, end of next year. Our house is almost done being built. We are about an hour away from Raleigh. We're in, by Mebane, basically. We're kind of close to Durham, so we're really close to you. Hold up, who's texting me? Sorry, guys. I have to take care of our people here, sorry. Hi, comma. The iPads are not included, period. Most companies don't sell the photo booths with the iPads, period. Because you have many options to choose from, and we don't want to lock you into just one, period. But the more affordable iPad to get for that booth is currently $570 on Amazon, period. If you're interested, I can send you a link to that. You can find flyer or business card templates on a website called Canva. All right. Tam, what's up? We got Australia in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. You know what's the best? One of the best things that I think some of the best moments of like my days are putting out a piece of content, whether it's for Photo Booth 101 or, you know, my wife with our rental companies, because she posts the content. But I love like checking in and seeing the feedback. And there's nothing like having your first somewhat viral video, or a video that just, maybe it gets 5,000 views and you get over 100 likes. It's like a sign that like the algorithm liked that type of video, and once you start having some momentum, it kind of becomes addicting and you kind of start enjoying that process. But like at first when you're posting, it's not gonna be great. Your videos are gonna probably suck. No one's gonna watch them at first. No one goes out of the gate and they have their first video be a banger. You have to like understand it's gonna be a journey and it's slow. See, like I said this the last live, this YouTube channel is Hustle with Drew. I really wish I could change it, or I should change it to Business with Drew. Because hustling, people that are hustling are not thinking of progress that they can get done in a year. They're thinking, what can I do right now to get me money the fastest? Business owners make long-term moves, and that includes social media content through the long run. You're welcome, period. Just a reminder, I have about 4 units available before we run out. Levon from Virginia. Dude, we were in Virginia too, Monte, right? For the wedding that was a few weeks ago, we were in Virginia? Or was it West Virginia? Both, huh? We passed through both. Dude, it's beautiful, right? Did we go on that hike? That was in Virginia, no?
That was
West Virginia. I met this guy. I met this guy at this wedding we went to in West Virginia. and I've always heard these rumors that there's a lot of people on the East Coast and in the South that are addicted to Mountain Dew, you know, the drink Mountain Dew. And I just was like, yeah, right. Like maybe there's just a few people, right? Like there's no way like you can be addicted to like a soda. I met somebody. I met a guy at this wedding in West Virginia. He was drinking Mountain Dew seltzers, and then he was telling me he collects Mountain Dew cans. They do like collabs and stuff. And I just don't understand it. I don't know. Anyone know any, like, I don't know. It blew my mind. I'm like, how can you be addicted to Mountain Dew, and how can you like want to collect them? Like, how does that happen? What has to happen to you for that to happen? So cool. Other content to post. Check me out. This is another valuable piece of a video you can make is if you're doing prints, a video that would be absolutely helpful is to say, you're at an event. Again, come early to get this content done. Hey, Drew here at Drew's Photo Booth. I want to show you how quick our high-speed printer is for our photo booth. This is what separates us from the average person doing a booth is we invest in high-quality equipment that is industry standard. Some photo booth printers take up to 2 minutes to print. With ours, it will take. You take a photo, you speed it up, you hit the print button, you start a timer, and it shows 13 seconds. This is huge because I love always showing the value in our companies and what we do. And one thing a lot of photo booth owners cut corners on is printing. I can't tell you how many people a day tell me, can you recommend a cheap printer? And I always say cheap isn't good and good isn't cheap. And with the printer, more expensive printer, the cheaper it is to use. So if you're considering getting a printer, just do yourself a favor and take my advice here. Get something expensive. Hi-T is what we recommend. We sell those printers. D&P, those printers are reliable, fast. There's also, what's another company? Those are the top players. But be careful because some of the D&P models are slow and kind of counterintuitive. So yeah, a good printer is worth it. You could do a video. Hey, today I'm going to show you what our prop table is like. If you don't know what a prop is something that you pick up at the photo booth and you use for the photos. And then you just show the props. Then you just show some photos of people using them. You should not struggle to come up with content ideas. Also, another amazing video, if you guys have a ton of backdrops. So if you guys have the backdrop designs that we have well over 1,000 different designs that you guys can buy and even use for your own business. So one video could be like, today I'm gonna show you what backdrop options we have for our rental business. Here is the wood with lights. Perfect if you're doing a rustic wedding. Perfect if you have a neutral event and you don't know what you want to pick, or if it's an outdoors event. Start talking and educating and showing them what you have. What's the point of spending $3,000 on a 20 different backdrop catalog if you're not going to be promoting it and giving that insight? It's important. And I'm getting to the content you guys can make for one simple reason here, is because it all ties into leads. When I get leads, the best thing that I think I can coach you guys is to do what we do is you get a lead. And most leads will ask one question. I know you guys can relate here. How much is it for the rental? It's 95% of the time, that's the first thing. The dumbest thing you can do is just give them the answer. Yeah, it's gonna be $400. Because guess what? That's what they're gonna base you off of. They don't care about your backdrops. They don't even know about them. They don't know about the printing, everything that you offer. So instead of just saying the price, just say, yes, absolutely. It's nice to meet you. What's your name? And again, get into the habit of saying, what's your name if they don't tell you? Because sometimes it's you get a call, hi, I'm having a wedding. How much is it gonna cost? This is that. If you don't get the name, you're missing out on an opportunity to kind of like break the ice. And then like the first thing I'll say is like, yeah, I'll be more than happy to help you, but who am I talking to? Oh, this is Levon. Hey, perfect, Levon. This is Drew here. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to give you that info. So for what you're asked for, this is the price. Is this your cell phone? Yeah, it's my cell phone. Okay, perfect. I'm also sending you some stuff so you can make a better choice on picking the right photo booth company. Because if you're basing it just off of price, then, not all companies are equal, and I want to show you why you should go with us. So here's a video of me showing you the backdrop examples, and we have a big catalog of backdrops. Also, here is a video showing the prop table. Also, here is a video showing you exactly what you will be getting from us when you book with us. Also, here are some reviews past customers have. We have over 300 reviews, or 50 reviews, 20 reviews. It's time to flex when you have these leads. And all you can do is give them enough information and give them enough reasons to book you. Because if you want to be the cheapest, you don't need to do nothing. Don't even make content, right? If you're the cheapest, you're gonna not struggle to get booked. But would you rather do 4 events at the cheapest, or maybe 1 or 2 events, instead of having to do those 4 to make up for the pricing? I'm always gonna pick be more expensive, but convince the customers of our value. And if you're the cheapest, I hate to say this, you have the worst type of clients. The clients that want the most, but want to pay you the least. They don't value what you offer. They don't care about what you do. All they care about is the price, and they're the most difficult to deal with. Customers that see the value in you, and the customers that will tell you, yeah, I booked with you, you weren't the cheapest, but I like how you explained everything, and I completely understand what you offer. Yeah. Short War, hi brother, you are the reason for my bright future. You have a good heart, share your experience with us. Thank you, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, but you guys don't have to send me any money here. Like seriously, I appreciate the gesture. Save your money, don't want your money. Short War, that comment is everything. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, yeah, I don't gatekeep. And the main reason I don't gatekeep is my mentor changed my life, and this guy gave me a 1-hour phone call. We're talking about a multi-millionaire from the photo booth business. 1-hour call. I asked probably 10,000 questions. This guy gave me the time of day. He was just telling me like, this is what we do, this is what I recommend, and I'm just asking 1,000 questions. And literally a month from that call, changed everything. He's the reason I was able to go from 1 photo booth to 12 in 8 months. Insane. But I feel like I just want to pay it forward. And one thing he told me, he said, you know, in life, the more value you put out into the world and you give to people, that value will find its way back to you tenfold. And that's just been my mission, is just let me give out as much information. I make content, and then we started Photo Booth 101, and a lot of people are considering starting their photo booth business, and they're like, look, this guy's helped me so much for free. I wonder how much he'll help me once we buy something from him. And people are finding out you're getting a lot more. You get more direct access to myself, to my mentors, to our group chats. And the same thing goes for the rental business. My mentor's like, just think about it. What's the best thing you can do for a customer? Give them a photo booth all day digital photo booth, right? With the Deluxe Duo for a cheap price. Then you can have all these add-ons. You can promote a cheap all-day rental, then upsell them once you get the lead, and you can end up making more money than somebody that's staying at their events, which is mind-blowing. So that's just been the mission. Be as valuable as possible, and you know, just try to make your deal so good that people have a hard time saying no or turning it down, you know? Yo, James, what's up, James? Good to see you, James. I started off a bit cheaper. Now I got more reviews in my area. Now I'll charge him more. You're gonna charge more. I love that. Look, nothing wrong with starting off at like a lower rate than your actual goal is to get. But like, if you're gonna have a cheaper price when you start off, just make sure you're telling these clients of yours when you're first booking that like, hey, like you're getting the opening special. Just letting you know in 3 months we plan on raising these prices. So like this isn't gonna be something that's always gonna be here. You have to say it because some people will expect that price. And there's a lot of customers that they think just because they book you once, hey, I'm a repeat customer, now can I get a discount? It's a shitty question you have to answer. And what I always tell my customers is, right, if they want that second time I book you discount, or I booked you 3 times, or I recommended somebody, I say, no, I appreciate that. So we don't do discounts because we're already competitively priced. However, I wouldn't mind giving you a free upgrade on your next rental. The free gallery or the boomerang GIF and video feature. That's how we operate. I don't want to lower my rate because then I'm going to be making less than I think I deserve. And I don't want to tell them no because then they're going to, they're going to be like, oh, maybe I should look for another company. But if you offer them something for free, it will usually feel that like, they'll feel like, okay, I feel appreciated. And again, that's one reason why I love a la carte pricing is because we have so many freaking upgrades, and there's a lot of upgrades that cost me nothing. I can offer the online gallery for free. I can offer the boomerang GIF and video for free. I can offer a free digital backdrop. You get what I'm saying? So like, if someone's gonna ask you for a discount, before you guys lower your price, maybe consider, hey, how about instead of giving you 10% off, I give you a $100 upgrade for free? Just to think. Also too, let's talk about effing up. Right? In a perfect world, none of us make mistakes. None of us have any issues when it comes to our events. But let's talk about what to do when something goes wrong. Most photo booth owners go straight to let me give you a refund. And let me tell you, is that the way you should be operating your business?
No.
You should go from the cheapest solution to the most expensive solution when things go wrong. You know what the cheapest solution is? Let me add, if it's down for 30 minutes, let me add 30 minutes on the back end plus the free 15 minutes because of the inconvenience. Free. Or if the printer stops printing and 10 people don't get their photos, you know what? I'll reprint these at the end. So sorry about that. Probably free, right? Don't just dive straight into let me refund you. And if you go for refund, don't go for the complete refund. Maybe if it's down for 45 minutes, and then they don't want the extra time, or maybe it's not even possible, then you just do a partial refund. And always ask too, like, oh, I'm so sorry this happened. What solution would work best for you? And here are a few options. Kind of let them choose and pick. Don't always go into like, let me refund you. I see it all the time, and I know like as business owners, we want to make right by our customers, but like if the customer's not expecting or wanting a refund, why are we just outright giving it, you know? Sugar Ray, what's up, friend? Good to see you here. My pleasure, Sugar Ray. For some reason, I read your name, and I always reminded of the boxer, right? Wasn't it Sugar Ray Leonard? Sugar Ray Leonard. Short War, brother, I watched more than 1,000 videos looking for a new business to start. 2 weeks ago, I saw your videos. Absolutely my life, my target, my dreams were changed. I am following you now. Wow. You should follow Jesus first. To be honest, if you want to follow somebody and really have an impact on your life, that'd be Jesus. But I'm grateful for that. And what I love about the photo booth business is, number one, and I know my photo booth owners here understand this, is you can have a 9-to-5 and make life-changing money with the photo booth business on the weekend. Like, it's insane how easy it is to fit a photo booth business into your life. You can make an extra $4,000 to $6,000 just by working on Saturday. And even more interesting about the photo booth business, Short War, it's very few businesses where you can literally make your investment back within a month or two. And there's certain things in your business that you can buy that will pay for itself every single time you use it. So just to put some perspective, right? Hustle with Drew, it's not always just about the photo booth business. Let me just talk to you guys about all of the other businesses that I've done. I haven't had a real job, I haven't had a job since I was like 18, 19 years old. I'm 35. I've been entrepreneur for forever. And I've done a lot of businesses. Most of them failed. So I used to do mobile car washes, detailing, vending machine business. I had the big snack and soda machines. I had the coin machines where you can get candy, gum, Skittles, you get what I'm saying? Claw machine, Amazon FBA, where I would literally drive to stores, find things that are discounted, buy them, then send them to Amazon and sell it on Amazon. Drop shipping. I even attempted to do a online thrift store. What else? Etsy. Used to sell stuff on Etsy. You name it, I've done it. Video photographer, videographer, production company. I've done it all. And no business out of that I've done will you make as much money for the time you spend as the photo booth business. Absolutely, vending machine business is great, but you know, one day's work in the vending machine business is not going to make you $1,000 for a certain client or $500. That's like more passive money, right? So, yeah. Let's see here. Oh, yes, Leonard. Gotcha. Gloria, hey, Drew, it's Cooks. My life has changed as well with everything, with your help. Thank you for everything. Love it. You guys are gassing me up today. All I ask is, like, look, you guys never have to buy anything. Most of you don't. You know, you just watch the content and you start. Maybe you build your own booth or you buy a used one. All I ask is if I've helped you in any way, just pass it on to the next person. Double it and give it to the next person. One thing I can't stand about the business is the industry. You have the old people that have been in this business. I like to call them the dinosaurs. The people that gatekeep, the people that will shame you for charging what you're charging, the people that are just haters. These guys that have been in the business for a long time, they cannot stand new people in the business. And one goal of mine is to start more businesses, whether it's giving you the equipment or you guys just learning from the videos, but to just for you guys to share it so we can multiply. I think the photo booth business is one of the industries that like were really impacted from the year 2020. Is that your phone?
Wait, how do you hear it?
Because you have your headphones on. Is it through one of the iPads?
It might be, 'cause I'm like, why are you?
Yeah, there's an iPad right there. It's on.
Where?
Onse, you have to log out. You have to log out of the iCloud.
You mean you?
That's your email. You signed in.
I logged out.
No, you didn't.
I always log out.
Not on that one. That one you didn't. Because if you logged out, it wouldn't be ringing.
But I swear I always logged out. You logged it back in?
No, I didn't log in.
You're probably like, I didn't have
I don't even know your password. Stop. Yeah. Sandy, hey Drew, I purchased a deluxe booth last night. You said you only allow those who purchase the booth in the group chat. Does that allow me to be in the chat with the group? You purchased last night? Sandy, is the order under your name? I didn't see an order from a Sandy. So usually, okay, this is how, yeah, let's just talk about our group chat. Cassandra. Last night? Are you sure? Oh, you did? Yeah, you didn't order a booth. You ordered, I see the contracts. But whenever you guys order any, like a photo booth from us, this is how the process goes. So you order online, right? We're gonna ship it out to you. You order, and then we send you an email, and that email has that link. So you have that email, Sandy. I definitely sent it to you. But what you can do, Sandy, is reply to the email. Oh, the Deluxe Go. Yeah. So the Deluxe Go is not a standalone booth. You're talking about the handheld booth, right? Unless. Yeah, so send me an order. No, you said Duo. Hold on. Sandy, just send me an email. We'll take care of it, okay? Send me an email. But yeah, guys, look, like I feel like we all need to just understand really quick, like, I hate to sound like that old guy, but like history, the business you're in, history is super important. Because if you understand the history, you can definitely understand what has happened. You can understand why things are the way they are. You can understand, You know, if it's a good idea to start, is it something that maybe be oversaturated or not? So what I'm saying is in the year 2020, the big, right, face mask, we all know what I'm talking about. The industry was crippled. No one was having parties, no one's going to events, no one was celebrating. So for 2 years, maybe even 2.5 years, it was kind of rocky, right? Because no one's having parties. And no one's having parties, no one's having events. Who's renting a photo booth? About 80 to 85% of the industry was gone. People selling equipment. You could have bought a photo booth literally back then for like 1/4 the price. People were like giving them away. So with that, remembering that, just remember that that wasn't too long ago. So for maybe 2.5, 3 years, things got back to normal. There's not enough photo booth owners. And you see people starting a photo booth business in today's day and age and finding success very quickly because there's a high demand for photo booth owners. So that's whenever I see someone on here talking about this business is oversaturated, it's just an excuse. It's just someone to find a way for a reason not to do something or to justify the lack of effort on their end. Like I just can't accept it. I'm the person. You taking off? Bye. We'll send over the payment, and then I owe you from yesterday too. What? Oh. Oh shoot. Yeah, and if you want to too, Angeles. I mean, I don't need to show you the label. You'll see. It's just a see-through plastic thing that you slap on there. Yeah. All right. Bye. Yeah, like there's people who always have an excuse for something, and like if anyone knows the status of the industry or anyone has a pulse on it, it'd be me. We've helped start well over 1,000 photo booth companies in the last year alone, right? So I'm always keeping up with our clients, our customers. I see people literally buying a photo booth a month ago, then coming in already for the second one because business is booming. We have people like Mario. Oh shoot, is that delivery coming? Okay, people like Mario that literally cannot, he's like maxed out on events. Mario's been in the business 1 year, and Mario for the last few weeks has done maybe 15 to 20 events in just 2 weeks. Steven is someone I'm always bragging about. Steven is growing his business. He did 30 events in the last 3 weeks. And I love calling him out because I feel like I'm cool enough with him where I can like say this. Steven doesn't even have a website, you guys. Like imagine how much further he'd be with a website. He just has an Instagram account. So like the opportunity is there, and you know, I feel like so many times in my life I've seen there's like times where I should have done something and I look back and I'm like, I'm kicking myself because I didn't. Like the whole crypto stuff, I knew about Bitcoin way back then and I just didn't believe in it, or you know, I didn't want to believe in it. So I made an excuse. I'm like, nah, this is gonna be a fail. The market crashed back in the day, you know, and like now I really feel like we're in a position where it's like a golden age for anyone that wants to start this business. So I'm like, let me just keep talking about it until it's no longer like that. So let me know if you guys have any comments, any questions here. Hey, Monte, can you do me a huge favor? Can you go to the Rustic email and then click that last email that talked about the mother shipment? What does it say? No, there's a last one.
Yeah.
He's,
58 minutes of it?
huh?
Oh, no. I just see it.
Yeah.
209.
209? It said it's gonna arrive at,
Completed today at 209.
it was completed?
That's what it
Oh shoot. Is your mom home?
said. Probably.
Can you call her and see if they delivered that? They didn't even call me or anything.
Maybe he was delivered there before.
Yeah, but they usually, unless they saw her. So we have a big shipment, sorry guys, we have a big shipment of backdrops coming in. And they just delivered it. They didn't even
Is there
say.
a new one?
No, you guys have been ordering, so you guys have been killing it with the backdrop orders. We officially sell more backdrops than we do anything. And we have just placed a bigger order for like 150 pieces to last us hopefully a month or two. Yeah. Okay. You're welcome, Sandy. Gloria, what are some good special recommendations to give in the business for slow time? If you don't have jobs, your job is to get jobs. That's the biggest piece of advice. Always be making moves in the slow time to ensure that you're not going to have any more slow times. So some recommendations, like what can you do? If it's slow, you know the easiest booking to get is to convince somebody to book you again. That's like customer service. So Gloria, your past clients, call them. Hey, this is Gloria, Gloria's Photo Booth. Hey, just wanted to say thank you again for hiring us these past events. I just wanted to call you just to see if you guys have any events coming up this year. Our business is going so well. We have a lot of bookings in the future, and I just want to make sure we get you taken care of. Do you guys have any parties coming up where you may need our services? She says, yes, perfect. Hey, being a past customer, I'd love to offer you $100 worth of free upgrades just to show our appreciation if you book today. And again, the deposit, right? You should be calling it a retainer, non-refundable. It's just $100. You can go back and call everybody, and maybe you can get 3 bookings. Even leveling up, why not go through the data from your past events, the phone numbers, email addresses, and contact every single person that's used your booth? You can do that. You can also maybe, hey, look, maybe it's time to run ads on Facebook. Maybe it's time to run ads on Instagram. Maybe it's time to run ads on Google. When you're slow, the job needs to be focus on getting more leads. Whatever way that happens for you or however you do it, do more of it. So, will she say it's there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Dang, and she just left too.
Who?
Angeles.
Oh, yeah. Should I come back?
No, that's all right. I'll go pick them up.
But she's not coming tomorrow. She can do 8 hours.
No, it's okay. No. She's coming tomorrow. She is coming tomorrow.
She's not coming tomorrow.
Oh, she said she's not?
No.
Why?
She has a graduation.
But didn't we talk to her and she said she'll come after?
No, but she just told me she's not.
Oh, she told you she's not. We have an employee now, by the way, which is really nice. No, that's fine. I'll do it. It's just 30 units. Yeah. Okay, so look, here's Uncle Drew's advice. You don't have to be perfect at every form of marketing. I will actually tell you, if you're trying something and it's not working, stop. If you feel like you've shifted, you tried your best to make it work, just stop. It's insane to keep trying something and expect different results. Just try everything, monitor where the leads are coming from, and if you have something that's working, you stop everything else and you just focus on that. Steven, you guys, I love saying this because when he told me this, I didn't believe him at first because I'm like, it's crazy, but then I thought about it and I'm like, oh, it's Facebook and Instagram. Steven spent about $600 in the last month on Instagram and Facebook ads. $11,000 of bookings from a $600 to $700 investment on ads. I've been bullying Steven to do ads for his first year in the business. He's been in the business about a year. And there's some people that have zero success on Instagram and Facebook, but find their success on Google. You got to try everything. You shouldn't be comfortable with your slow time if you haven't tried anything. Again, if you don't have jobs, your job is to get jobs. Yeah. Where's everyone watching from too? I know we got 25 people here. I know most of you guys have told me, but some of you guys, I have no idea where you're from. And the most beautiful thing about this business is we get to do something that I think most of us kind of forget, and I'm reminded time for time, is that we are in the business of providing an experience. The biggest misunderstanding is that we are in the business of photos, photography. We're not. Yes, we do make photos, right? We do, absolutely. But it's the experience. It's the energy, it's the vibe, it's the entertainment that we provide that I think surpasses a photo. It's the memories, right? But some people just get caught up in the photo aspect, and when they get caught up in the photo aspect, they're just like, all of my booths need to be a DSLR photo booth. Great, your photos will look amazing, but one thing you will miss out on is the drop-off. I know I keep talking about it, and I'm always going to talk about it, but the drop-off is what has allowed most of our Photo Booth 101 members to have their success. The iPad photo booth is what I'm saying. if you have a DSLR booth, yes, your photos will look amazing, but you're not going to be able to do the drop off. You're not going to be able to leave something and not have nothing go wrong. I'm telling you guys, drop off is where it's at. Which iPad is the 571? Go to Amazon, or Brian, send me a message. I'll text it to you. It's the 12.9 inch, the 2021 12.9 inch iPad Pro, 570 on Amazon. And that has the 12 megapixel front camera, just like the newest iPads. And it's literally like 1/3 of the price. We got Atlanta in the house. RK360, good to see you. Gloria out of Indiana. Whew. How is the energy in Indiana with you guys going to the NBA Finals? Damn, that would be sick. I would love to. I know the basketball culture out there is insane. So yeah, man, you know, the photo booth business can be whatever you want it to be. And the people that I see that miss out on the biggest opportunities are the photographers. They just can't get past that you can actually have an iPad taking decent photos. And they're always nitpicking. And they're always looking at the quality. And those are the people that are overthinking the process of getting an iPad photo booth. Am I crazy? Isn't the iPad booth the best booth? Drop-offs, unattended. You can do the photo booth pickup. More affordable setup. Way more portable. Like, to me, and I'm so glad I don't have that mindset. Don't get me wrong. We still have a DSLR booth. I think every photo booth owner, once they have their iPad booths, a DSLR booth is a good thing to incorporate. And there are some clients that do want the quality. There are some clients that do ask for studio quality, but they're greatly outnumbered by the people that don't even care. Think about the last time you guys got asked, is this an iPad or do you have a DSLR photo booth? I don't know the last time I had a lead that even asked. They don't really obsess over the tools. The main thing people care about, price. They also care about availability. They also care about what they're getting. They also care about, too, yes, then the photos. But like, it just blows my mind because, like, shoot, I'm rambling. Hi, Photo Booth 101, this is Drew. Yes, sir. Yes, yeah, I remember. You know what? I'm actually heading to my space right now to pick it up, and then I'll have them available today. Yeah. Perfect. That's just enough time. Yeah. You need the frame too, right? The frame and then the backdrop. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. We'll have that. Yeah, 16411 Colima Road in Hacienda Heights.
Oh, with the Amazon Mary Colima Road. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, Colima Road.
Yeah, it shows me about hour 20. Okay, so I'll see you there.
Cool. I'll see you here.
Thank you so much.
All right, man. Bye. New York, Pittsburgh, exciting, very proud, love it. Is that 570 iPad including LTE? Yeah, that's that price is LTE Wi-Fi capability. That was me at first, Drew, but I'm so glad I got the iPad photo booth, looking to get a DSLR sometime this year. I love that, Greg. Yeah, look. And you know what's funny? Like, I have a history. I have a photography, videography background. I had a production company where we had high quality cameras making content for automotive companies. We've worked with Ford. We worked with Pirelli. We worked with Formula Drift. Not Formula Drift. We filmed at the Formula Drift series. We worked with like Monster, you name it. We've worked with a lot of companies. And yeah, you know, I understand quality. I understand image. I get it, but like, we really have to understand the business we're in. And if you guys are doing your average wedding, graduation party, the occasional corporate client, I'm telling you, when they're looking for photo booths, the word DSLR is not in their vocabulary. Most of the time. And it doesn't make sense to set up your business for the minority, set it up for the majority. Most people want something that will take photos, put it on a template, text, email, and print. And honestly, with the DSLR booth, you only, to me, a few times where it really does shine. If you're doing glam, right, black and white photos, then definitely like you'll really, really notice a difference. But if we're talking about just a regular photo with the photos compressed to fit 3 of them on a template, you're not really noticing it, you know? Get what I'm saying? But like one thing I wish iPads had was the capability to use a flash. I know some people have tried it, or there's some solutions, but like the flash is what really makes the DSLR stand out, because you can have your photo booth back like 15, 20 feet, the flash will hit and the photos will look like there was a light right in front of them, you know? All right. Louis, do you use 2 phones? Do you use 2 phones for your business? I use 1 phone for my business. So I'm actually filming on my personal phone for my my live, and then I have my business phone right here. I know you can get dual SIM, or I can have an app. I just like having 2 phones because I go live. And as you guys see, we get calls when I'm live, and if it was on this phone, it would be a problem. Sal, what's up, Sal? Evolve with Pina, love it. What camera are you going to use with your DSLR booth? We use the Canon R100. Canon R100 for the DSLR. Mel Cobbs, what's up, what's up? What phone app? You can use, there's like a Google phone line you can use that is ran through like a Google app. There's like GoDaddy. If you have a website, you can have a phone app through that. But I just like having a separate phone. Can you do a drop-off with the DSLR booth? You can, but you shouldn't. Because trust me, if I'm the drop-off king, I'm okay with that. I don't think there's another, well, besides my mentor, I think I can have that crown, right? Drop-off king. That's mainly what we focus on in photo booth pickups. You can do a drop-off with the DSLR booth. But let me remind you, people will move your equipment while you're not there. There's too many moving parts in a DSLR booth to make it bulletproof, because your camera is going to be on a mount. You're going to have wires from the camera to the flash. Then you have a wire from the camera to the iPad. Then you have a hub. Then you have to power the iPad. Then you power the camera. Then you power the flash. That's a lot of stuff. So all it takes is one person to move it back a foot. Boom. Booth shuts off. iPad booth is just an iPad. You power the iPad, you power the ring light. That's it. So it's not uncommon for someone to move an iPad booth, nothing happens. We've never, and I mean this, not one time have had a malfunction because someone moved our booth. With the DSLR booth, there's times when I'm at my event with my DSLR booth and we move it back and it shuts down. Yeah. Mel Cobbs, I'm the drop-off prince. I love that. Candace, watching you from CY. Is that Kentucky? Love your videos. Just starting my 360 photo booth business in my area. I'm the first and only 360 booth. I'm looking to get iPad after or DSLR after. What do you suggest? iPad. Get iPad. Because think about this, Candace. If you have an iPad booth, and if your business is based around your 360 booth business, it's an easy upcharge to say, hey, let's add on the selfie station. Let's add in the digital booth. You can have your 360, which you're gonna have to have an attendant for the 360, but then you can just have the iPad booth over there doing its thing. Unless you want to hire another attendant or have someone come with you, you're gonna need 2 people. But with the iPad booth, it's you set it up and you forget about it. Yeah. So what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? Is anyone in the live that is considering doing the photo booth pickup? Man, we got 30 people in the chat. Candace, you're welcome. Alex, do you use a hotspot for drop-offs? Cali all day, love it. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes we'll use a hotspot. But here's the line. Okay, let me come over here really quick. I'm gonna sit down. Here's the line of defense when we're talking about internet. Okay. Oh, I could see Monse in the back. Okay, so internet, when it comes to your photo booth, always bring your own. If it's a digital only event, we use the first thing we try to use is the cellular in the iPad. If you don't know what cellular means, that means that your iPad has cellular capabilities just like your phone. Some of you may be using cellular and not even notice it. So if you're on your phone right now and you're not connected to a Wi-Fi, you're using cellular. That's what that means. Or you can have a Wi-Fi only iPad. If you have a Wi-Fi only iPad, that means that you're gonna have to rely on a travel router if you're not using the venue's Wi-Fi. So we try to use the cellular first. 95% of the time, that's good enough. And where you're located does matter. If you're in the country, you know, in the sticks, cellular is not gonna be that helpful. So we also have the hotspot device. If the cellular sucks, we try our hotspot. If the hotspot's good enough, perfect. If that's not good enough, then we use the venue's Wi-Fi. But we never rely on it. Relying on it is absolutely insane. I know way too many photo booth owners that rely on their customers' Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is a tool to make it happen. And I always say it like this, relying on, okay, imagine going to a restaurant, you order food, they bring it out to you, and then there's no forks. Oh yeah, you're supposed to bring the forks if they said that to you. You're gonna be like, well, what? You know what I mean? So have it. It's very, very important. And if you don't know what company you should go with, definitely do some research to see what cell phone company has the best service in your area. That's the one you should go with. Milk Hobbs, who won yesterday? Who won what? What happened? Albert, what's up, Albert? What's up, Drew? We are Photo Booth Vision. What's up, Photo Booth Vision in the house? Sandy, I've had people who want to rent my old shell, which I made customized myself. I'm not sure about that one. Yeah. I mean, it would depend. I don't know. I don't know the quality of the booth. But I mean, look, here's my thing. If you guys have any old equipment that's not being used, right? Like let's just say you upgrade your equipment. Perfect opportunity to start offering a pickup option. I'm telling you, man, the photo booth pickup is amazing. The record for us, 34 pickups in a month. 34. I averaged more than one photo booth rental per day. And I literally spent maybe, now when I say we, I mean me and my wife, right? Because we do this together, no more than maybe 3 hours total. You know how insane that is? People are coming to us, picking up the equipment, driving it to the venue, setting it up, breaking it down, and bringing it back. It's the fastest way to grow a photo booth business. You guys, if you guys are a fan of the channel and you watch the podcast, my co-host, one of the co-hosts, his name is Hans. Hans is like a mentor, also in our group chats and all that. Hans basically now only does pickups, and he's on his third or fourth photo booth. It's the best. And the thing that's the hardest part for people is to not have an attachment to their equipment. Stop looking at your photo booth as something that cost you $2,500 and start looking at it as a tool to make you money. And when you operate in fear of losing, you don't even have a chance to win. I would rather take a chance and fail than not to take a chance and play it safe. Brian, what's up, Brian? Mel Cobbs. Oh, the name of your new booth. No winners yesterday. No one gave a good name that we liked. I wanted to go live because we have a new DSLR photo booth that we're launching. I wanted to go live with it today, but after sleeping on it, there's some changes I want to make to the photo booth. I want to make it better. So we're going to add some additional lighting to it. And then I'm going to also attach a fan to the booth. And yeah. I want to make those changes. So it's going to take about a month. But, you know, I'm not in a rush. We don't operate from a place where we're just forced to make more money. And I'm okay with delaying it. But I still need a name for it. I don't have a name with it. Tam, I've got my first pickup happening this month. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Love that. Candace, I'm not sure on pricing for my 360 booth because I'm the only one in the area and I don't have anyone to compare my pricing to. I don't want to make it too low or too high. So my advice for you is, have you done an event before? Like, have you actually provided service yet? What software are you using for the DSLR? LumaBooth. Gotta love LumaBooth. What other software is that inexpensive that can literally allow you to run a successful business? It blows my mind that we can run a multi six-figure photo booth business off of a software that's $18 a month. Isn't that insane? Like, I really do feel for the people that like get started in this business and they hear somebody talk about a software and they just go with that first one. There's some people out here paying literally $2,000 to $3,000 a month. I'm sorry, $2,000 to $3,000 a year on software for features they're not even going to use. Look, if you want AI capability, right? If you want a photo booth software to take a photo like this, then turn you into a professional headshot or to an astronaut, LumaBooth isn't that. But like, I don't get requests for that. I don't have customers calling me or wanting to be put into a Barbie or stuff like that. And if I did, then I would use that software. I'm not gonna roll with the software for features I'm not gonna use. And you guys shouldn't either. Candace, I did a wedding for free. So I would recommend doing a few more events. That way you really, really understand what goes into it. You want to run into some issues, right? So you know like how to really actually operate a business. And I wouldn't put too much pressure into trying to finding your permanent prices right off the bat. It took me a solid 3 years before I like really was comfortable with what I was charging. I know that sounds crazy, but like it's difficult. It's difficult to be like, this is what we're worth, and not to think about it anymore, not to have it lingering in your mind. Are we undercharging? Are we overcharging? Another piece of advice is, do some research. Like maybe you find the next local city next to you or close to you, and then research the top companies and see what they charge. And like the biggest mistake we can make here is to get inspiration from people that suck, people that are not where you want to be. And it's crazy how many people will literally get pricing from people that are not successful. Like, don't we want to copy the person that's killing it? So just be careful who you're getting pricing advice from, and also understand like what market are they in, and understand the types of clients. So if you're getting pricing info, right, from a photo booth company that does solely corporate, they're working with Chick-fil-A, Nike, you name it, Taco Bell, whatever, right? That's all food. Then their prices are probably going to be on the higher end. That's irrelevant to you if you're doing weddings, birthday parties, right? Retirement parties. So like you have to like understand like what type of business you are and where you're getting that inspiration from. Albert is saying, when you do a drop off or pickup, what are you charging for deposit? I know this is crazy. We don't charge deposits. We don't do it. And I know some people will say you should. I don't think we should. My photo booth equipment for the pickups is dirt cheap. We have contracts in place. We do ask for a copy of the ID, right? So when you come, we need that. Even though I could charge them, right? If you do pay through HoneyBook, you could put a card on file, then charge. But like, I mean, dude, I've done probably, I don't know, well over 1,000 pickups, no issues. Because one, people are coming, I'm getting their ID, they are already giving us their credit card info when they're putting down for the retainer, and there's just some people, and you have to understand your customer. The people that are booking the pickup options, these are not people with big budgets. No one with a big budget is doing a pickup. They don't have the time, and it's not worth it for them to do it. The people that are doing the pickup are the people that just probably are on a real budget, that probably weren't looking to get a photo booth, but then they see a $200 pickup option. Those are the people that are doing it. And they don't typically have $500 or $1,000 to put on hold. And that's just the truth. And honestly, my favorite customers are the pickup customers, not because they're saving me time or anything. It's because they're the most appreciative, and it's like we're creating clients. There's people that will contact us and say like, if we didn't find your company, we weren't going to get a photo booth. The cheapest person we found was for $400, and your pickup option's $200. So it's like we're kind of almost creating customers, and I love that. And they're the most grateful too. I mean it. I mean, there's sometimes people return the booth. They want to tip a little bit, or sometimes maybe they'll like, you know, hey, we're gonna leave reviews, and they're just the most appreciative. And like, it's crazy how that works. Yeah. Since your new booth has features to make it easier for the owner, could you call it the smooth booth or smart booth? No. I like smart booth. I really like smart booth. Smooth booth, no, but smart booth isn't bad. No, it's not bad. What about retainer? Yeah, we collect retainers. Do you offer add-on options for pickup? Girl, Miss Mendez, I am the add-on king. Add-on for sure. Okay, let's talk about that. I love talking about add-ons. I get like literally when you mention that, the hairs on my arms jumped. Add-ons for the pickup are what make it worth it offering a $200 rental. We have everything. For the pickup, they pay for everything. If my pickup rental, if you want internet on the iPad, that is a $20 activation. I don't know how to go like that. $20 activation. If they want a template made for the pickup booth, that's a $20 creation. If they want boomerang and gift feature, that is a $50 activation. If they want the online gallery, that is a $50 activation. If they want a backdrop, right? These are the ones we sell and the ones that we use for the rental business. That is a $75 upgrade for the pickup. If you want an extension cord, that will cost you $10. Battery pack, $75. You name it. All these upgrades. It's not uncommon for us to have a pickup option where we're making $450, $500. Can you imagine that? I'm making the same amount than the average photo booth owner is for a digital event, and I'm not even driving anywhere, setting up. It's a hack. And in life, you know, it's about taking risks. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, like, if you start a pickup option, that nothing's ever going to happen, because it can. But life is about calculated risk, right? There's things that you can do to prevent this from happening, or to allow you to solve it in a right way. Having contracts, very important. Documenting the status of your equipment before it goes out. Getting an ID. You can even do a deposit, card on file, right? Just to protect yourself. And I lose zero sleep when I'm doing pickups. And you're not gonna believe me, but I can't even tell you the last time someone called me during a pickup and had an issue. They don't even struggle with the setup because the equipment we have is so easy to set up. It's literally a piece of paper with 6 instructions and a QR code on the back if they want to watch a video for me setting it up. It's the best. Flash booth. Okay. Flash booth's not bad. Trust me, when I see the name that we're gonna go with, if someone here picks it, I will know right away. I'm a big believer in like first impression, and when you hear the right one, you'll know. So, if what can we do here? All right, we're gonna end the live, but if there's anyone here watching this live and you want contracts, since we're talking about contracts, if you want contracts for your photo booth business, what we'll do is we typically sell them for $249, but if there's anyone here that wants them for a really good deal, let me know. We can drop the price down to just $99. So if you want to get a really good deal on contracts that you can use for your business for a drop off. It could be for a digital event where you stay, or if you're planning on doing prints, these contracts will have you covered, and they pretty much have everything that I think a contract needs. Event details, what happens with damages, model release, giving you the rights to use the photos for marketing purposes, cancellation fees, everything you can think of the contracts will have. Put the word contract. I'm only going to do this just for one person today. So if that wants to be you and you're ready to do it, put the word contract and I will make that happen. If not, no worries. I just like, I don't know, I like to be able to come here, talk to you guys, and you know, maybe hook someone up. And trust me, there's people that pay the full $249 for it. It's not like it's always $100. It's, yeah. Miss Mendez, the contracts were super helpful with our events. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. What other value can I give you guys here before we sign off? Okay. If you're a photo booth owner and you're doing this by yourself, there's a lot of hats that you have to wear to be successful. But the most important hat is, I hate sounding like this, but it's the sales hat. The salesman. Putting that hat on is the most important one. It's not your photography skills. It's not the equipment you have that's the most important. It's not your customer service. It's not your pricing. It's the sales. Being able to understand that you need leads and you need to close leads is the biggest piece of advice. If you don't know what a lead is when you literally get an inquiry, someone interested in your service. That is what we need. That's what we live off of. Turning leads into customers. If you can hyper focus on getting leads and make that your objective, business will be booming. That's all it takes, leads. What about a discount on a backdrop? All right, we could do that. We'll do this. I'm gonna create a code. So if you guys wanna do any backdrop stuff, we're gonna do I'll give you guys a 5% discount code. We don't really do discounts, but for Levon, I'm actually gonna name this code in your honor, my friend. We'll go 5%. It's gonna be called Levon5, but let me activate this for you. And this will be active for 30 minutes. Levon5 coupon code. Give you 5% off. We already all our stuff's on sale, so there's really not much room. So you're actually getting a discount on top of a discount, which you'll see on the website. Let me create this really quick. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, anything you want me to chat about. I'll be more than happy to answer your guys' questions here. Actually, I got to get going too. I got to go pick up these speaking backdrops. We just got some backdrops in. We were on back order for a little bit, so we're gonna name this after my friend here, Levon5. So it's LAVON 5, capital L, and we're gonna go percentage 5. Actually 2. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but the backdrops are expensive, and the 5% you'll see it's a decent savings. Cool. That's active, you guys, on the website. And you're good to go. Levon5. Actually, all lowercase. Levon5. 5% off. Sweet. All right, guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. God bless. Take care, and I will see you guys at a different time. I'm hoping I can squeeze out one more live before the end of the week. Probably Friday, so we'll see you guys there. All right, voiceover Donnie, good to see you. Miss Mendez, Rachel, Tam, everyone else.